Can one simple speaking habit truly earn you respect, no matter your background? The answer is yes. And many older adults already embody this habit, often without realizing it. As we grow older, people may expect us to slow down, to keep quiet, or fade into the background. But those who command true respect do not do so by raising their voices. Instead, they master how and when to speak. It's a quiet authority, one that is deeply rooted in experience and wisdom, not in loud words or flashy techniques. In today's video, we'll explore 7 powerful speaking habits that distinguish respected seniors from the rest. These aren't tricks or gimmicks. They are behaviors shaped over a lifetime that leave lasting impressions, strengthen relationships, and reflect a depth of wisdom. And while you may think, "I've always spoken this way," or "it's too late to change," I'm here to tell you that it's never too late. These habits aren't about changing who you are. They're about recognizing the quiet power that's already within you. You don't need to speak more. You don't need to speak louder. What you need is to speak with presence. That's what truly respected people do. And today, you'll learn to embrace that same powerful way of communicating. By the end of this video, you'll not only discover how to carry yourself with greater dignity in conversations, but you'll also understand how to subtly influence how others respond to you. Whether it's your grandchildren, your neighbors, or even someone you just met, these speaking habits will help you leave a positive and lasting impact. And when you embrace them, they will make your presence speak volumes, even before you say a word. Stay with us until the end, because understanding and applying these habits could reshape the way people listen when you speak, and more importantly, how you feel when you speak. Now, let's begin. 1. The habit of listening fully before speaking. One of the most respected habits in conversation is also one of the simplest. Truly listening before speaking. Respected seniors have an incredible ability to make others feel heard. They don't rush to offer their opinions or share their own stories. Instead, they let others finish completely. They don't interrupt. They don't jump in to correct. Instead, they create space, not just through silence, but through their full attention. When someone listens in this way, you feel it. It's as if the world slows down. The tone of the conversation changes. People open up more because they sense they're being heard, without judgment, without being dismissed. This isn't about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about being truly present, tuning into not just what's being said, but how it's being said. Sometimes, what people need most isn't advice. It's to feel seen and understood. Take Martha, for example, who is 82 years old. Her granddaughter once said, "When I talk to Grandma, it feels like the world slows down." That wasn't because Martha had magical answers, but because she listened with complete patience, undistracted, fully present. She gave them her heart, her eyes, and her time. And that, my friends, is a rare and powerful gift. This kind of listening builds trust. People value your opinion because it comes from a place of understanding, not assumption. When you listen fully, you're not just offering answers. You're reflecting back their concerns with clarity and respect. It's a small act, but its impact is immeasurable. 2. The habit of speaking slowly and deliberately. Have you ever noticed how some people, especially older adults, have a calm, deliberate way of speaking? They don't rush through their words. They're not trying to grab attention. Instead, they speak slowly, allowing their words to breathe. And when they do speak, their words carry more weight. They create space in the conversation, not just for themselves, but for others to reflect and absorb. Take Harold, for instance. At 76, he's a quiet presence in large gatherings. But when he speaks, people listen. Why? Because Harold speaks with intention. He pauses at just the right moments, giving people time to truly absorb what he's saying. There's no rush. His words are never hurried, and yet everything he says feels important. It's a rhythm that commands respect without raising a voice. This habit signals confidence. It shows that you're not in a hurry to prove anything. You're simply sharing what matters. Speaking slowly also gives the impression that you've carefully thought through your words. And when you slow down, others naturally slow down with you. In a world that's always rushing, your calm voice becomes a pause, a moment of clarity that people treasure. If this doesn't come naturally, you can practice. The next time you're in a conversation, Take a breath before you respond. Let your words settle before moving on. You'll find that the person you're speaking with will engage more deeply, not less. 3. The habit of avoiding gossip and idle talk. One of the most powerful habits of deeply respected seniors is their ability to avoid gossip. They don't waste their words on rumors, hearsay, or tearing others down. Instead, they choose to speak with purpose. You won't hear them speculating about someone's life or engaging in the latest drama. Why? Because they understand that what you say reveals who you are. Speaking with dignity means protecting your words and your reputation. There's a certain grace in being known as someone who never speaks poorly of others. When people realize they can trust you not to spread what isn't yours to tell, it changes how they see you. Your presence becomes a safe space, a place where others can truly be themselves, knowing that their words won't be repeated in a harmful way. Consider Robert, 80 years old, who has been a volunteer in his community for decades. People feel comfortable confiding in him, not because he promises solutions, but because they know he'll never repeat a word of what they share. When gossip starts around him, he gently redirects the conversation to something more meaningful. He doesn't scold. He doesn't correct. He simply models something better. Avoiding idle talk doesn't mean you're cold or distant. Respected seniors speak warmly, with humor and kindness. But every word has a purpose, whether it's offering comfort, sharing a lesson, or bringing a smile. Their speech is always intentional, and that makes it more valuable. 4. The habit of using words that uplift others. What truly sets respected seniors apart is not just what they avoid saying, but what they choose to say. They use their words to lift others up, whether to compliment, a gentle encouragement, or a reminder of someone's worth. They know how to speak life into those around them. Their presence fills the room, rather than draining it. Take Ella Lehner, for example, a 78-year-old volunteer at her local library. Every young person who walks through the doors leaves with more confidence than they came in with. Not because she lectures or gives grand speeches, but because she acknowledges the good she sees in them. She might say, "I saw how patient you were with that child," or "You got a quiet strength that shows." These small, sincere remarks stay with people far longer than they realize. Uplifting speech is about flattery. It's about seeing the best in others and helping them see it too. It takes effort, it takes intention, but it's one of the most powerful habits anyone can develop, especially as we age. When you've lived through life's ups and downs, your encouragement carries weight. People trust that your words come from a place of experience, not just optimism. 5. The habit of never interrupting or talking over others. Perhaps one of the simplest, yet most powerful habits of respected seniors is their ability to listen without interrupting. They never cut someone off mid-sentence or talk over them to make a point. Even when they've lived through similar experiences or already know what's coming, they hold back, and that patience speaks volumes. This habit sends a clear message. What you're saying matters to me. People appreciate this, no matter their age. It creates a sense of safety and dignity in conversation, especially for younger people who may not expect it from someone older. Take James, 81, for example. He's known in his community for his wisdom, but even more so for how he listens. In meetings, he waits. He nods. He lets the full idea come out before responding. And when he does speak, it always feels thoughtful and grounded. People say, "When James speaks, I know he's heard me first." That kind of presence isn't common, and it's something that earns trust over time. By embracing these 5 habits, you can start commanding respect in every conversation, not through louder words, but through wiser ones. With time, these habits become second nature, and they'll help you build stronger, more meaningful connections in your life.